Fusion, which is completely none of the options we presented the last stream.
I know, right?
We're liars. Get used to it. No, but this is just a kind of random stream. I wasn't really expecting to stream till maybe tomorrow or Saturday, really. Good news is that I'm gonna try and get what is it called? A capture card. I'm gonna try to get one this weekend, so we actually may end up doing Persona 5 Royal, just a playthrough from the beginning, because it has been a while since I've played it. So that's pretty cool.
I mean, I'm down for whatever game to play with my lovely Jerry Potter knockoff Twink Boy and Ryuji and our most favorite character of all, especially your favorite, Goro.
Oh, yeah.
Don't you just love Garo so much? Don't you love our sweet life Cody reject?
I had like a thought of just like, what if I were to create fan art of Joker as the Batman Joker, but then Ryuji as his Harley Quinn? And I know it's already bad because the character pairings, but I was just like, this random thought I should think and make real. And then I'm like,
I can
no.
see Haru being Poison Ivy.
Ooh, that'd be cool. I don't know enough Batman villains, to be honest.
Give me some. I know a bunch. I can see Yusuke being the Robin or the Penguin. He just needs all that money,
would be
you know?
the antisocial Robin. I feel it.
No, yeah, I was either gonna say he's either like Robin, the antisocial Robin, or he's Catwoman.
Yeah.
Because Catwoman gets the art. I mean, yeah, sure. Like, obviously Anne would be the proper Catwoman, but if you look at it in my perspective, Yusuke's the one that's really obsessed with art, and I can totally see him. Like, if Yusuke was a kleptomaniac, he'd be Catwoman. He would be stealing art like it's nobody's business. He'd steal that one kid's art off the fridge that their mom hangs up that's not even that good, but Yusuke's just like, it's beautiful, because Yusuke appreciates everything. He appreciates aesthetics, and as an asexual does, you appreciate aesthetics.
Yeah. Alright. Are you able to see the stream already?
Give me one honkin' dorin' chonkin' bonkin' moment.
Okay.
I can properly see it.
Sweet. Alright.
But yeah, that's why I think Yusuke would absolutely be Catwoman instead of Anne. Anne is probably, if we're gonna be honest, given like her character and not her design, honestly, I would see her be Robin.
That's fair.
No, wait, no, she's Batgirl, actually. No, she's Batgirl. Anne would be Batgirl. And then Futaba would be...
That's a good question.
Oh, Futaba would be the Riddler.
How do I do this? There we go. Oh, hey, 80% relatable. Thanks for joining the stream. We are doing the Metroid. Why can he not crawl?
Yeah. Also, a little while earlier, I was talking about my headcanons of a Batman AU of what the Phantom Thieves, which character the Phantom Thieves would be. So, because Juan said that they wanted to make Joker look like, you know, Batman Joker, and then make Ryuji the Harley Quinn. And then that's when I said, okay, Yusuke would be Catwoman, and here's why. Like, I feel like the Catwoman would be Yusuke, but Yusuke's a kleptomaniac, basically, and that would make them Catwoman. And then Haru would be Poison Ivy, and then I just said that Futaba would be the Riddler.
Nice. I feel like shit, what was their name again?
And then I said that Anne,
Mhm.
either Anne, no, Makoto's Commissioner Gordon.
You think Makoto is?
Commissioner Gordon, she wants to be a cop.
That's true.
And she's always, Commissioner Gordon was after oh wait, no, I was thinking, I was inserting Joker as Batman for a moment, and was like, oh, Commissioner Gordon was like hesitant to work with Batman, but then like works with Batman because they understand they're good guys. So like that's how I feel like how Commissioner Gordon could like fill in as Makoto.
Gotcha.
And then I also said that Anne, I think, would be Batwoman. But honestly, I can also see Makoto being Batwoman too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I see that.
What if... And then Morgana's the Penguin. The Penguin gives me Spare Coochie vibes. He's like a millionaire.
God.
He's like if we were to accurately portray Elon Musk, honestly. Like, Elon Musk thinks he's like this cool, red, like rich dude, but he's really the Penguin. When you really get down to the bottom of it. He's like a crook with too much time on it. He's a rich person with too much time on his hands, so he thinks it's a good idea to just steal from his employers.
Just a quick summary of the Vidya game. Something along the lines of Samus eats too much banana pudding, has a DUI. They have to perform surgery to get out that excess banana pudding. They propose the Gatorade vaccine in order to cure her, and then the game will start.
I thought you were gonna say they insert the gay into her because there's like the double helix is a rainbow.
Oh gosh.
Well, the good news is you're gay. The bad news is you look like a Nerf gun.
It's true.
Then Samus looks at the surgeon and says, well, it's Nerf or nothing.
Oh god.
Oh, also, I just want to say 80% relatable. I enjoyed your stream. Thank you for the stream today. It was nice.
Yeah, I unfortunately wasn't able to join it today, but as soon as I was going to, I was like, oh no! The stream just ended. But no worries. I'll catch you next time. Something about this blunt. All right.
Oh my god, I'm so happy. I got the first big part of my homework out of the way.
Woo!
It was hell. It was so much hell because I was working in JavaScript, and I hate JavaScript because even though JavaScript was the first coding language I learned as a programmer, self-teaching myself, I don't, now that I am a more knowledgeable programmer, I do not like the overall lack of memory control it has as a language. So I'm just like, I might as well I would rather work in C than work in JavaScript.
Yeah.
But sorry to cut you off there. What were you gonna say?
Oh, I don't know. Oh, this is the BSL station, so Bacon, tomato, and lettuce. The ultimate sandwich. If I can wall jump.
I really like the pixel art for this game. I just do not like Samus's
It's a little messy.
dude.
I won't lie.
Yeah. Wait, is the blue supposed to be like her Zero Suit outfit, or is it blue goop? I don't know. Like, because I know they had to like literally tear parts off of her suit because of the X, like the X virus, right?
Yeah.
Or the X parasite.
This is not the Zero Suit. The Zero Suit is just Samus's like base blue jumpsuit. This is
Yeah. No, I just thought the blue on that suit was implying that those are the gaps that they had to tear off her suit. But yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So basically, what this is that this is the fusion suit. They have in the cutscene they did surgically remove chunks of her power suit off to try and help her because the suit wouldn't remove from Samus. And basically, I kind of interpreted it as like this very like minimalistic like rubber defense plating that they have on it. And then like the yellow, of course, is like chunks of the original suit that used to be it.
Yeah. I mean, it's ugly, but I get it.
Yeah.
Now, if only there was like a game after, like chronologically in the Metroid timeline after Fusion. But I don't know if we'll ever get another Metroid game.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think there's a lot of potential here for the series to really branch out at this point. And this one's like an interesting entry just because it's very alien and it's interesting. It's like, of course, the sequel to, you know, Super Metroid, but it's like also this like very other kind of game. I don't know, it's a bit interesting to describe.
She's like, I named this computer AI after my like fourth father figure, Adam, right?
Basically.
Man, Samus must have father issues because she's been through 4 dads. Right? Because she's got her birth dad, and then she's got the 2 bird dads who are obviously a gay couple from the manga that they like, right? Because like in the manga, they're like together some, right?
I don't really remember, to be honest. I only read like the manga once. Sorry for my sense. I was reading 80% Relatable's comment. Dad issues? Sounds like Samus has more than enough daddy solutions. Oh goodness.
Oh yeah, no, the daddy solutions absolutely came out when Ridley ripped them open.
Oh no, I think like her dad just dies in an
Oh no!
explosion.
I
But
was just
yeah,
joking. Yeah, I was joking. Don't worry, I was just adding more to that. Like,
gotcha.
oh, but like in the manga, there was like the implication where like Samus tried to be like, "Hey, let's be friends," and then like Ridley's like, "Ah, we can't take you with us." But I'm just thinking, AU, where Ridley takes in Samus. Her adopted father is a purple pterodactyl. He takes her to Whole Foods and he's like, "Ma'am, is this biodegradable?" Holds up a child, and that's like, "Don't eat the customers' babies because really it eats people."
He's like, they're very nutritious.
I just see it as like a. Give me a moment. I like see. I think of the AU of like Star Lord's backstory from Guardians of the Galaxy, where like Ridley's kind of like the adoptive father for Star Lord. What's his face?
Yeah, I getcha.
I'm just looking at him. Yondu. Yeah, I'm just thinking like Ridley's kind of like a Yondu, where he's trying to be a dad figure, but he's just kind of shitty, you know.
Yeah.
She's like,
Welcome, Alfalfa, to our stream. Nice to have you back. Samus the Space Pirate sounds pretty rad. Yeah, it'd make for something pretty interesting, of course.
like I can like you could still go with like Samus still becomes a mercenary and leaves Ridley's crew and fights them, but he's like, "You never had it. You never knew what it took to be a space pirate. I raised you." And she's like, "Yeah, you threatened to eat me several times if I didn't get the thing out of the tiny the tiny air ducts." Because like that's why they kept her, because she can go through the tiny air ducts. That's why I don't like. They keep saying Ridley's really smart, but I feel like Ridley would not realize the potential of having a child get into like the small corners, or being a potential spy for like if you're trying to invade a planet. Like I don't think
Ridley is like, finally, time to take advantage of this childcare system.
God.
Like, oh god, well, there was a specific
Oh god, are
episode,
you implying like
the Bender episode in Futurama where he adopts all the kids and he's like, wait, I have to like feed you all? That's what I'm thinking, sorry.
I thought you were gonna imply that like Ridley like applies for like Samus as a dependent on his tax return forms in order to do like tax evasion or some shit.
Oh, she's a 30-year-old woman? No, she's like 12 or something.
Yep.
Or he's like, humans age every year? What is this?
%, Relatable says, "My favorite thing about Samus is that there is no way in fuck that the morph ball could conceivably work."
Yeah, and that's why I love it. There's no reason for this to be a thing, other than it's easier to draw a ball than a crawling animation.
Oh god, a some relatable says, "Not even that. I can buy the fact that maybe somehow she curls up into a ball. Maybe she got her ribs removed or something, but there would be no way to navigate like that." Oh yeah, no, like how does she know where she's going? And she'd have like her balance would have to be superb for her to just be able to go into a straight line. There are so many factors behind the morph ball, whether it's the ungodly body horror of her of her curling into a ball to just she has to have really good balance to even get into a straight line and not fall on her side or something like that, you
And
know?
here,
Like she's
the
like, "Help!
hunt.
I fell on my side and I can't. What up?"
I just wanted to make a note about that little cutscene. And here, the hunter becomes the huntee.
Also, Alfalfa, I was able to read the ppm files in JavaScript. It was terrible, but I did it. Yeah, no, it's hell. I don't really don't like to use JavaScript. I've emphasized this several times. It's an okay programming language if you're into web design or web programming. But, you know. Well, no, you use JavaScript Angular. What am I talking about? Eh. This isn't really like my class really isn't just for like making games. It's just like a generic class about graphics. Like this is how graphics appear on a computer to begin with, basically. And our teacher said JavaScript's very universal on a lot of computers, so I think it might have been an accessibility thing for the class as well. If there's like students who use MacBooks versus students who use like Linux, you know, or Windows. Yeah, that's all I can think of.
To like install Linux though.
I mean, yeah, that's at that point usually you get like if for laptop users at least like you might as well just get a Mac because a Mac is literally just Linux with a bunch of like custom made libraries from Apple.
Yeah.
That's why the Mac port is a little bit takes even more time because it's like it's a Linux port, but then all the other shit, and that's not even getting into the recent like Macs do not like have support for. I forgot what it's called again because I'm not super keen on my graphics yet, but I've heard of it. I want to say WebGL, but I believe that is something else. So.
Is the stream and the game running pretty good for everyone? Just want to make sure.
It's running really good on me. I really like the pixel art. It's so good.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
I haven't gotten to Quaternion Math yet. We just started, by the way. Like, this is, I think, class number 4. So we're still on rasters, basically. I believe after we get through rasters, we're going to get to raycasting. Oh shit. Oh god, I looked up Quaternion Math because I don't know what that math entails, but I looked it up and I think we might have touched upon it for a brief moment. Maybe. I do not know. Hey, honestly, that's like usually the experience though as a programmer though is you learn as you go on the job. You learn on the job, honestly. I'm honestly really jealous because like I'm taking the graphics class to at least get a basic understanding of graphics because I do want to get into programming graphics and gameplay for game companies and just stuff like that. It's just, you know, I gotta start building up a good PC. Why does making tech cost money?
So that it's inaccessible.
I hate it. I did, But now that we have some, like, people here, how's everyone doing, by the way? How you doing, Juan?
I am, as they say in the 1600s, Gucci.
Oh god. You mean Gucky?
Sure.
Okay, I'm not gonna try and act bourgeoisie. I'm just gonna call it Gucky. The thing that I'm proud about with my PPM file reader in order to make the pixel map to display the images on JavaScript is that I utilized state machines. Well, basically like a basic state system. So it's like you're currently at the state of the header, you're currently reading the state of a comment, you're currently on the body, you're currently at the state to read the raw data, and I'm really proud of that. I did some state-based programming, and I feel really smart. Alfalfa says another way, like alfalfa in an alternative way to say gookie is juicy.
Okay. I've been staring at that for like a hot minute, just trying to comprehend what it means.
I think I'm probably like mispronouncing it. I think it's like just shy. I thought I am trying, Alfalfa. It's okay. Is it juicy? Juicy eye? No worries. When I'm on streams, I'm on my phone most of the time, so my keyboard's really bad, and it's resulted in some of my Twitter posts having minor spelling errors, and it always like freaks me out, and I'm always like, oh, I gotta delete this tweet because I accidentally put a W instead of an E, and I gotta fix that, you know. So I feel ya, Alfalfa. God, I'm so relieved I got that. I'm just saying, I'm just so relieved I got, like, the first half of my homework done. I got the first evil of that homework done. And I can just, like, relax, because my professor gave me a 2-day extension, so I can, like, work on it, on rotating the image next tomorrow. And I'm just relieved. Yeah. Oh, have you had to deal with any clients from hell today or recently at your work?
No, it's been mostly good. I guess except for someone who sent an email to us saying to send them. Basically, someone was like, oh, I didn't use these gift cards. Send them to my correct email instead. And I looked at their gift card and I was like, oh, you just used these, like, not that long ago, so request denied. Have a good day.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah. It's not that interesting, to be honest. It's just a situation where someone thought they didn't use their gift cards, but they already did, so I was like, you've used it. That's it. Have a good day.
Hip hip hooray.
How bad do you think someone would get a, like, anxiety, basically, because of that claustrophobic single-person elevator that also doesn't make sense for a research station?
A lot.
Yeah.
Because they look see-through, so like you're probably gonna see all the interior like mechanics and architecture and like infrastructure of a building, and it's probably just kind of it'd make it even worse. I feel like also more dangerous probably. I don't know. I feel like if I'm an industrial lab, I wouldn't make my elevators clear, even though the design is to make it like seeable for the user, for the player. But like in real life architecture design, you probably do not want your like employers to be able to see like the edges of space, feeling like, if this elevator broke, then I would get sucked up into the vacuum of space and no one can hear me screaming. You know? I feel like I wouldn't want to give my employees that dread after, a hard day at work.
It's okay, no one's gonna hear you scream because you'll be dead before you can. Space capitalism.
Space capitalism and space colonialism.
Yeah.
They go hand in hand.
Because you'll see all the mechanisms and be like, oh no, what if that fails? It'll always fail. There will be a situation. And then I think you forgot something. Jupiter suffering is the point. I decided to let Jupiter slide just this once, since about every waking conversation we have is something cursed.
Okay, I was thinking of a cursed spin-off game of Metroid. What if Cooking Mama and Metroid have a crossover event or like a crossover game? You have to hunt these creatures to make the ultimate recipes, and then you have to do like Cooking Mama mini games to make the perfect intergalactic dish for like the galactic cooking party or something like that,
I guess that'd be interesting. I've never really played Cooking Mama, so I have no experience with the title. Other than reading that one thing where there was apparently a Cooking Mama game that was actually never supposed to be released, or something like that.
Yeah, I heard it sucked because I heard some people enjoyed it. There's a whole conspiracy that it had very dangerous hardware that could hack into your system, but really it actual computer science is hey yo, that actually doesn't work like that. It wouldn't eat your data. It's just a matter of publishers. I think the thing happened. I think the publisher didn't have the IP property, so they had no legal jurisdiction to release it, and I think that kind of sucks because
yeah. From my understanding, it is just a bunch of, mini games based on cooking recipes.
Yeah, there's a mini game, I think, where you cut off a turkey's head.
And they say kids these days are going soft.
It's all right, kids, you gotta learn where your food comes from, and you're gonna kill it with your own hands.
Cooking Mama. The hunter that shot Bambi's mom.
Oh god. Alfalfa said, Alfalfa said people were worried about it using your hardware to mine Bitcoin. Also, what you described sounds kind of like Monster Hunter.
Well,
Oh yeah.
This isn't Monster Hunter, it's Momster Hunter. I think. That joke might not have executed as well as it did in my head.
So this is what they mean when people say MILF.
Oh gosh.
You know what? Like, I'm down for like a side-scrolling like Monster Hunter-esque game. You know, like it's not really like about yeah, like a Metroid Monster Hunter basically with Cooking Mama, so Momster Hunter.
Isn't like Samus? Doesn't she make a cameo in one of those games? I'm like pretty sure.
Samus?
Right?
Probably. What, like as like a DLC or like a costume or?
I honestly don't remember.
I know one of my friends is super into Monster Hunter, and then one of my friends tried to get me into Monster Hunter, but I was like, this isn't really my game.
That's fair.
Okay, so there's a JoJo reference in Monster Hunter. So then the meme of is that a JoJo reference actually does apply to Monster Hunter. Interesting.
Yeah, honestly, I've never seen any JoJo, so like, my thing is just whenever I see an anime I don't understand, I just say, is this JoJo reference?
I'm gonna be real, I've only seen JoJo through osmosis of the memes that some of my friends retweet, as well as watching that entire JoJo summary Spark Notes version by...
Time to take down the patriarchy. Get rid of the penis.
Oh god. Oh, what? There's a Metal Gear Solid crossover. Shit, now I'm kinda tempted to play Monster Hunter, but I really don't want to play Monster Hunter. Oh god, Peace Walker. Okay, Peace Walker is... I have opinions about Peace Walker. But, you know, that's for another day. Yes, don't we all? I don't know if yours are positive or mine's are, like, mixed. Like mine, but, you know. Sometimes I like to pretend Peace Walker didn't exist. Even though it would kind of ruin the timeline, I guess.
Does that game really need a timeline? I heard it's pretty wild already.
Yeah, it's wild. I don't want to... Because Metal Gear Solid 3 is technically the start. Chronologically.
I love those.
I love Metal Gear Solid 3, though. It's my favorite. Oh, okay. Yes, 2 is... I love... If I were to... I love 2 and 3, but if I were to choose... if I were to choose to shoot one of them, like Old Yeller style, I would have to shoot 2, because I do love 3 for its campiness. But it'd be like a close... Oh god, no. It's our kin. Someone's kinning us so hard, Juan.
It's true.
I understand, Alfalfa. It's definitely for personal reasons. Like, I don't know. There's something about 3 that I personally really like, but like they're both really close. Yeah, really close. I really love 2 because I love Raiden so much. I love my disaster boy. my Disaster Ace Twink so much. Um, and then I love Metal Gear Solid 3 for its campy B-movie, spy movie shit. And also, I love that the boss is played by Pearl from SpongeBob. It's great. Disaster Boy's trying to look cool. I love him so much. He became a robot. And now he's a mercenary because he couldn't find a job. Because he's a robot. But I'm just thinking, bro, just get like a sponsorship by Gatorade because you need electrolytes to live, and bada bing bada bam, you're set for life. He should have just been the mascot of Gatorade. That's what Raiden's future should have been. And then he could have like had an existential crisis with capitalism in general. He can just be like, he's like, now, like, oh my god, what if... Okay, now I'm getting into a cursed idea that Raiden is the Gatorade mascot, so he has to maintain the Gatorade social media, or like, and he does cursed tweets, and I can totally see it in his character. Like, he's trying to be cool with the kids, but he just tweets cursed shit.
He's just like,
because...
Have you baked with Gatorade yet? Well, then you haven't lived.
God.
I don't know. I don't know anything about Metal Gear.
Oh god, no, we're not doing the King Kong. God. Oh god, he's like, he does a tweet where he's like, for the last time, this isn't Donkey Kong. Or this isn't King Kong, this is Donkey Kong, get it right. Like, on like a social media. God. Yeah, no, this is all like Metal Gear Solid 2. Oh god, what if, and then like Raiden's social media gets on like heated debates with like people who like troll him by saying the Empire State Building and the Manhattan Building, right, are the same, are like the buildings that went on King Kong, like they started flame roll. Yeah, yep. Absolutely. I want Kojima to directly email me, give me $1 million, and be like, alright, this is the game I will, this is gonna be Metal Gear Rising 2, and this is the vision. It's gonna be just as crazy, and it's gonna be beautiful. But, yeah, went on a long thought process there. This is what happens when you entice me to talk about Metal Gear Solid 2 and my boy, Raiden. Exactly, Alfalfa. I don't know if you've played Death Stranding, because I watched my friend play it, because I do not have a PS4, sadly. Nor do I have the money right now to get one, so... Juan is my surrogate for PS4 games.
Yeah, I didn't play that. I didn't want to play a walking simulator. I'm sure better ones exist.
Oh yeah, no, same here. And also, I'm just not in the mood to play a game that, like, I might accidentally encounter the one text where it gets, like, into the okay boomer zone about, like, oh man, people aren't connecting with each other, so everyone's all asexual / demisexual now. Damn, look at this. And I'm just like, god damn it, Kojima, stop being a boomer. Okay, boomer. And I'm just like, not in the mood for that. Also, I don't really think, I think the idea behind Death Stranding is pretty cool. The world building sounds pretty interesting.
You just cut out there.
Alfalfa says, honestly, it feels like Kojima just fills the Metal Gear games with stuff that he did a cursory glance on Wiki once, or rather, all his games. Oh no, that's absolutely all his games. You're absolutely correct, Alfalfa. That, and also, like, what would be considered Reddit conspiracy boards of the government. Though, honestly, at this point, I think, I'm gonna be real, I think Control's actually much more fascinating with its, like, deep state government conspiracy theories of Control, much more interesting than Metal Gear Solid 2, though, is what I'm gonna say. I'm saying it. I think Control actually has a better interesting, thing to say about it.
Ooh, I really enjoyed it. That was a very good game.
Yeah, it was really good. I'm down to, like, if you replay it again, I'm down to, like, do a stream of that, too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna... Look at the... Don't let the evil goldfish touch you. It's upset that you flushed it down the toilet. Oh shit, it's Gil from Finding Nemo. When did William Dafoe get in here? I'm just thinking of that one cursed TikTok you sent. Or no. I think so. My sister sent me this cursed TikTok of, like, characters that aren't conventionally attractive but I thirst for, and, like, this person had, like, Frollo from, like, Disney's The Hunchback of Notre Dame, and then they had Gil from Finding Nemo, and I'm just like, okay. Okay.
Huh, that's all I have to say. Huh.
Oh shoot, that's right. She also was thirsting for, like, the alien.
I'm just like, is this the next white man you're all lusting over?
And it's like, it's Linguini from Ratatouille. Or that one troll kid from Onward.
Linguini was literally just a trophy husband for Remy, Ratatouille. Like, that was his entire purpose.
Don't disrespect Linguini, because Linguini is a mecha suit. He is a mech suit. For Remy, like, to...
He's basically like Asami. His only purpose will now just be to, like, fuel the gang with money for their adventures, like if they make a Ratatouille 2. A Ratatouille with the number 2, I mean.
Oh my god.
These are my visions of what I would like to happen.
Your vision. Ratatouille 2 sequel.
Said, ugh, fuck Linguini. I mean, that's what Remy Ratatouille is doing, so I mean, let's try to keep this a little age appropriate.
God damn it! Juan!
Okay, I'm gonna stop here. Before people actually think that I ship the characters, like, realistically.
I do understand where you're coming from, Alfalfa, especially when, like, Colette, the female chef from Ratatouille, I thought was a much more interesting character, and I kind of hate that she got reduced to a love interest for Linguini. Oh my god, is that how you nerf it?
Yeah.
Alfalfa, I kind of do like Ratatouille a bit. I just kind of like Remy. I like the idea of a rat chef is mainly what I like. I just like the image of a rat cooking really good pasta and saying that that's a spicy meatball.
Honestly, Ratatouille is not that bad of a movie. I think
everyone
like,
keeps talking about like...
I don't remember anything else that came out around that time though.
Yeah, that's how we base movies. That's how we base our years, is based on movies, of like what movies we remember in that year, and if like we remember that, then it must have held some significant importance to us or something.
Mhm.
All I know is that people have really liked the ending scene with the critic, and I think I I kind of I get it, but I don't really entirely agree with like the idea of criticism, because honestly, I think criticism itself is also a kind of art form in itself. So like being a good critic and becoming good at being a good critic and establishing like the social kind of power that comes to being a critic is a lot of craft and art. I mean, obviously, it's also a lot of connections as well and money. You know, not everything's a meritocracy, but there is an art form in critiques, and that you can learn a lot from like really good critical theory criticism. And to me, I so like a lot of, but like so like that's why I don't really give a shit about like the ending with like that mean critics monologue when he wrote that review in the end of Ratatouille. I just like Remy. That's the only thing. Feedback is important. Yeah, no, I just think that like the dude's monologue was kind of saying that like, oh, people are always gonna prefer the work, this piece of work, than your words of criticism. And I'm just thinking, no, like there are moments where I've had really strong opinions from reviews, or reviews that have absolutely changed, like have definitely helped change the way I perceived art. Like I think it had a little bit of like a misjudgment on like the art form that is criticism. Yeah. I get some of the points it has. Like, I think if you squint hard enough, there is definitely a criticism of critics that kind of use their social power to further marginalize marginal creators who are struggling to kind of get to a point of good in their craft of work. And like, there are definitely moments where critics kind of uphold the status quo. Like, I think.
You think what?
Oh, I was waiting for uh I was just saying that, like, I think in that particular scene, in the ending scene of Ratatouille, I can see, I can see one of its points, which is that, like, you know what? I don't even fucking remember the monologue that well. I just remember a certain feeling I had from it. So, God, I think maybe I should stop here before I start bumbling, because I don't remember it that well. But I feel like there is some criticisms to the art of to critics and criticism itself, which is that like, um, critics I think have also responsibility to not incite like uh targeting marginalized creators, because I do know like there's obviously a difference between like there's a difference between writing a review and then writing a scathing review on a marginalized creator, and like because of that critic's big social capital, a lot of people start kind of attacking that marginalized creator. So I feel like that's one of the critiques you can have. I think valid points about the the art of criticism. Like that's one of the tenets of being a responsible critic, is what I think.
Hmm. I get that.
Yeah, and then there's also the whole thing of like, you don't need to take every piece of criticism face value as well. Oh hey, did we drain the sewage system here?
Yeah, we lowered the water because
Yeah,
there are currently exposed cables all around this area.
damn, this place is not thoroughly it's not made to handle potential flooding. I feel like this is a design problem in the architecture of this space station.
Eh, it only costs like a bajillion dollars to create.
I feel like if you're in the middle of space, you gotta make sure every single like and I feel like if people have been in space for years, they've eventually developed like a regulation standard of like procedures of like how a space station should be designed in order to like compensate for accidents like this, you know? Alfalfa says Samus's shine spark is so cool. It is, it's very pretty and shiny.
Yeah. I think it's interesting that the game never actually tells you how to utilize that feature, which is interesting.
I'm glad they call it a shine spark too. I think it's a lovely name. You know what would have been even more funnier? If they called it a razzle dazzle. Samus is razzle dazzle.
Ooh, number 3, which is some environment. Every once in a while, I'm like, is the audio okay? But then I'm like, oh wait, this is like early Game Boy Advance. I feel that's the biggest fault of this game. I really enjoyed the soundtrack, but since it is like an early GBA game, it definitely suffers from like that more compressed sounding, I guess, sound.
Yeah, it has the whole issue that Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald had with their soundtrack, because that was also a Game Boy Advance game, and those were a lot of honking horns they had to compress.
Yeah. It gets a lot more clear in Zero Mission, because apparently that was a really big complaint of this game is the soundtrack. But yeah. I think it has to do with like some technical thing of how like there isn't a dedicated like sound channel or something like that. I don't remember.
How could people complain about the sound quality of this game when we have Ridley screaming?
Well, once we get there, it's gonna be a sound warning.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, I love that scream to death. I think it's horrible in all the right reasons. Like every time you shoot at him, he just screams, and I'm just like, honestly, it's unnerving as hell. Like if I were to design like a really memorable boss battle, I would make a boss that like screams when you start hurting it, you know? Oh, also Alfalfa says, the Samus Shine Spark is a Getter reference.
I don't know what that is. What is Getter?
It's one of Getter Robo and Shin Getter Robo's big finishing moves, is what they said. I don't know where that is, but it's the reference.
Oh, yeah, I really don't watch that much anime, because I'm gonna assume it's an anime reference, of course. But yeah.
Alfalfa says the scream is good. Screams in general are good. And I 100% agree with you. Sometimes in life, all you need to do is scream, and that solves all your problems. Because eventually, you'll make the situation so uncomfortable and so awkward that it'll probably go away. Okay, I'm not super big in the super robot genre, you know? Like, I think the only robot, big giant, I only know, like, I think, like, I've only seen Giant Robot and then, I guess, the Power Rangers. So, like, the Western version of the Sentai Force, basically.
What happened, Alfalfa? What's the great thing that happened this year? In the year in Lord 2020? Oh, I heard that. I remember seeing some game dev I followed like talk about that. So Alfalfa says, so fandom products change as their fandoms age, and so in 2020 we got Getter, Mazinger, and Tsujin 28 walking canes. So they were like walking cane products of the series.
Oh, I guess that's interesting.
Yeah, I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I know that like one of the games I was following, like was tempted to buy one because like they're disabled and they need a cane for walking, and they're a fan of the series, so they're like, I'm really tempted to get it. And I'm like, yeah,
Yeah, might as well.
yeah, yeah. No, I think that's cool. I think like a cane, I guess, is like a weird merch to make out of, but I think a cane's honestly really nice and really sweet. Like I think there should be more merchandising, like cane, of like there should be more canes that are like crossover of like fandom merchandise. I think that'd be really cool. So like, is this? I always thought this was the most annoying boss in Metroid Fusion.
I think it's the easiest.
You think this one's the easiest?
Yeah, this is like one of the easiest bosses.
I know. I just think it's really annoying.
Yeah, that's fair. This one's just one of the easier ones to do if, like, how do you say? It's one of the easier ones to do if you're doing, like, the 1 or 2% run of Metroid Fusion. So, when I did that run, I had to learn that enemy's pattern.
Oh, damn. So that's why it went by really fast for you.
Yeah.
Alfalfa said, SAX got me the first phase. If I was asked what was the hardest, but I was a child anyways.
That's fair. The first phase of the SAX is kind of difficult to fight, so I really don't blame you there. As far as the hardest boss, honestly, it's gonna be the Nightmare for me. That's the hardest boss in the game.
Yeah, I thought the Nightmare was the hardest too, on my end. I think when I remember playing it.
Other than that, everything is like pretty easy. I mean, the SAX is also kind of easy to just like manipulate when you're playing the game, but yeah. I mean, to be fair, my opinion of the hardest bosses is based on my experience when doing a 2% run of this game. So that's mostly why. Other than that, I would say the Yakuza fight of the spider in this game.
80% relatable. What game are you talking about? Who do I main? Oh, my sister has the Switch. 80% relatable. That's what my sister's playing right now. She's online on my account because my account has the DLC, so I have all the enemies. Yeah. My little sister mains Toon Link, Lucina, and Wii Fit Trainer.
That's pretty nice. I know Toon Link is a really popular one.
Yeah.
My little sister loves Toon Link. Like that's her favorite Link. Like she loves Wind Waker so much. So like she of course always plays as Toon Link when she can.
Pretty good game.
No, but you did give me the existential dread of like, oh shit, where's my Switch? Because like the moment you said you thought you saw me playing Smash Bros, I looked on my Switch and it was missing, and I was like, oh my fucking god, who stole my Switch? And I was like, oh wait, my sister just came in to play Smash Bros to ask if she could play Smash Bros on it, so she's in her room playing Smash Bros on it.
You panicking about your Switch and going, my online ranking.
And play online.
Oh, never mind.
Oh my goodness, yes, I have that same feeling too, Alfalfa. Alfalfa says that happens with me and my glasses as they're in front of my face.
That's me when
But if you want to add
to put my glasses in a safer place than I usually do, and I'm just like, where the fuck are they? And I have to get a flashlight to find the reflection.
Oh yeah, no, exactly. My eyesight is so bad. But to answer the question nicely, I used to main Squid Kid before Joker came out, but then once Joker came out, Joker basically kind of filled the niche that I was using Squid Kid for, as a more kind of combo lock based, like kind of glass cannon character. So I ended up maining Joker more.
Oh shit, I'm not supposed to take that one.
Alfalfa's like, my mom has the great habit of hiding things for safekeeping and forgetting where she hid them, and all of us being unable to find them. Yeah. And then Alfalfa says, I rarely play Smash, but I do end up playing Bayo or Terry.
That's fair. I wish Bayonetta was a little bit more powerful and that people just stopped complaining about combos.
Yeah, speaking of 80% relatable, I believe I've heard you answer the question before, but just to be nice and ask, who do you main in Smash? Alpha says, to be fair, true combos are pretty rare in Smash, especially true combos at a wide range of percents.
Oh yes, speaking of the Joker, I don't think we mentioned this when anyone was in yet, but I am planning to get a capture card sometime this weekend. So as far as like a longer game that we're planning on working on is doing Persona 5 Royal. So that'll be interesting.
Yeah, you'll get to hear us gush about our love for Ryuji.
Yep, and then we'll beg for the game to end when we run out of material. 3 live streams in.
You're gonna be like, please look up. Like, one of us has to pull up the walkthrough when we get to like answering the questions for the tests, because we want to get as much intelligence points as we can.
Yeah. Would we do a fresh run, or would we want to do something where I have all the social stats open so we could do all the links?
Like, if any of y'all are interested in hearing in us streaming Persona 5 the Royal, do you want us to do a new game or new game plus?
Yeah.
They said all social stats open seems good. I mean, if we do New Game Plus, we can finally switch out our teammates at the very start of the game.
No, you're not able to do that.
Wait, what? Oh, wait, yeah, no, because we don't have the social... Oh, wait, okay, God. I thought, like, all the social links were also part of it, and...
No. I just meant the, how do I say it? The academics and so on. Like, should we do a New Game Plus so that we have those active, basically? And we can basically try and tackle all of the social links that are in the game.
Honestly, all social stats I think seems the best. Like, that'll give us a little bit... We don't have to worry too much about grinding, and it won't have to work... We don't have to, like, pull out, like, a sprite sheet, and, like, I think it'll at least make the game go a little bit faster.
Yeah, at the very least, the only thing we'll need to really prepare for is just, I guess, have on us is the social answers, but yeah.
That's what walkthroughs are for.
We would not do a hard one.
No, we're going for the arrow at... What route would you go for? You already did Makoto. You gotta go the arrow ace route, maybe? It's gonna be funny, because then every time the game gets horny, our Joker is just like, I am an asexual aromantic and I am being oppressed by the heads. Please stop. Oh, you shouldn't have said that, Alfalfa. Juan loves Ryuji so much.
Ryuji is the best character in the game, in my opinion.
It's Morgana that can get fucked. There, I said it.
I see.
They said fuck Ryuji in like a sex way. Okay, sorry. Again, asexual here being like, I don't think, when I think of fuck, I mean, I hope you go to hell, fuck. Not, I'm gonna fuck that ass.
Woo, our suit got uglier.
Oh, that's ugly.
Okay.
And now it's more visibly pulsating, and it's gross.
All right,
Now
Alfalfa. Thanks for clarifying. You're on thin ice, though. I'm joking.
I feel like that is the story of the game. I feel like the Royal should have just let us date the dudes, honestly.
Yeah.
Just let me date Yusuke, let me look straight in Yusuke's eyes and be like, boy, let me take you to McDonald's and get you something off the dollar menu. You don't need to eat through the trash, because I absolutely see Yusuke going through people's garbage, just eating, like dumpster diving, eating out of the trash. I see him doing that. I can see him do that. And like, everyone tells him, no, that's not good. And he's just like, I don't understand. 5-second rule.
Oh, didn't the director get fired, though?
The writer did.
Oh.
Because he's kind of, ever since the whole big backlash with, Catherine Full Body, which I'm glad, because I know he's, like, even LGBT, like, the LGBT community in Japan, in that fandom of Persona and the Atlas, has had a lot of issues with that dude already, so.
Yeah.
Alfalfa, I believe that's the head writer. It's not the director, it's the head writer of Persona. That's like the shitty kind of incel dude, and he left. I think so. I thought that was the writer. If it's the director, I guess I've been mistaken this entire time, and I thought like Atlas would get a little bit better. And that's the reason why Persona 3 Portable, the female protagonist, is the best written female character of a Persona game, because that writer had no did not have his fingers all over that arc, and that was a completely different writer, and that's why you got some glorious lines like single bell, single all the way. Great, it's lovely. Persona, the female protagonist of Persona is great, for Persona 3.
Yeah, I enjoy them.
Honestly, my biggest sadness is that I want to rewrite Persona 5 and just be like, alright, let's get to the point here. These kids are Antifa. They run an Antifa chat room. Let's be real here. That's their whole shtick. They hate the police. They're ACAB all the way. Like, just let them be the rebels that they claim to be. Yes, I do love Aegis as well. Aegis is also really sweet. I guess, like, maybe female, like, Hamuko, I think is the best, like, female protagonist that is meant to be a self-insert. Because I know Aegis is definitely a more distinct character.
Yeah. Aegis took all of the character from Mitsuru, because I don't remember anything about Mitsuru other than please feel sad for me. I am rich. My arc is the same as Haru.
Remember, they're like, I mean, it sucks because I really do like Mitsuru's design. Alfalfa says, yeah, Suya, Mai, and Aegis are characters. She rich and don't know how to eat burgers. And I think in their gesture for Mitsuru.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I got to that and I was like, what the fuck? And then I never talked to her again.
Also, the female protagonist with Theodore is fucking hilarious, because he's like, oh yes, that fountainhead is this, and then he's just bullshitting completely out of his ass, and you're just like, is this a joke? Are you joking? Like, you can straight out, like, just, like, tear him apart. It's great.
Yeah.
Alfalfa says, like, Mitsuru has relationship with Yukari. Honestly, I feel like honestly, that would have made their character arcs a lot, that would have made their characters, like, more interesting to me, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
But just like Persona 4, Persona 3 also has a soundtrack that slaps. Oh, are we gonna keep them in the same outfits like we had in Persona 5 The Royal the last time you played it? Because we absolutely have to put Yusuke in his dance outfit when we get him. We put him in that dance outfit. The first one, of course.
Yeah,
His I'm going to Coachella outfit.
Yeah, I guess what we could do is just for kind of like half the game, keep them in their like standard outfits, and then just kind of put them into the, you know, into the other costumes kind of halfway through. Just that we have a little bit of time in the regular ones, but yeah, I mean, I'm down.
Because I absolutely love Makoto and her gym outfit.
I do. I like her. I think it's my favorite costume that surprisingly wasn't in the original game. This way? But to be fair, I do like Groovy as like a battle theme, so like...
Well, yeah, no, Groovy has a nice build-up. Because we were, the last time we were playing the Royal, we set Groovy because we put Joker in his dance outfit. And honestly, the build-up to Groovy is honestly a really good build-up to, like, the transition into the battle mechanic scene, to the battle scenes. It's really good.
I think it's almost better than the new theme that they had added.
Yeah.
At least in my opinion, but I also haven't heard it that much.
I have not seen that, though I would not be surprised, because I do know that some parts of the Persona fandom are definitely cursed. I'm ready for Morgana to become a reverse furry for Persona 5 The Royal. After all, that is Morgana's true dream, to become human. Oh yeah, it's absolutely cursed. I, thank goodness, have managed to stay in, like, the Persona fandom that's not straight, so, like, it's doable, you know? It's even more cursed, of course, but, like, at least it's fun. And no one's gonna, like, threaten you or, like, harass you or anything, or reveal themselves to be a gamer gator. So, you know. Alfalfa said skinny, I think in reference to, like, reverse furry.
Oh.
I think you're absolutely right, Alfalfa.
I read that as Mariah Carey skinny. Really sad. What's a game that I absolutely cannot stream because I will spend too much time grinding? Pokemon. That's fair.
Exactly, Alfalfa. I agree, the gay Persona fandom is great. That's where I've met some of my mutuals on Twitter, and they're pretty chill. Like, I haven't... Yeah, because I definitely know, like, if you're, like, a game news reporter and you're, like, reviewing something about Persona, and if you give it, like, an okay, like, review, the Persona fandom will get, like, super pissy. I remember that's what happened to, like, Laura Kate Dale when she gave Persona 5 an 8 out of 10, and I'm just like, yeah, no,
fair,
that game's
though.
absolutely an 8 out of 10. But
Yeah.
I think Persona 5, or if I were to rate that game, it is an 8 out of 10. And that's me as someone who loves it. It's an 8 out of 10 game. Oh god, I do enjoy those big memes of Persona, though. Those are really cute. Yeah. I think the only acceptable moment that I found the Persona fan, like the only moment I found acceptable for the Persona fans to like make fun of was Matt Pat Game Theory dude when he did the whole Persona game theory.
God, what did he do?
He basically said Teddy is the protagonist's shadow.
Oh god.
Yeah. And a lot of fans were like, actually, no. And I was like, you know what? Follow your hearts, Persona fan. Rip him to shreds. Throw him into the hyena pit. Eddie's Lucifer? I don't know. I don't remember Persona 4 enough, despite Persona 4 being everywhere. Now that Persona 5 has consumed all my life, but you know what? I'll take your interpretation for that. Teddy's Lucifer now. Oh, I never saw his game theory video. I only saw like a clip of it, so if his conclusion was that Teddy was Lucifer, then that's also an issue. No, I remember explicitly it was Teddy is, I remember it was Teddy, the thing said Teddy is, like, the protagonist's shadow self. Is what, like, I think at least the first vid, that's, like, I think his first one. If he made a second one where Teddy was Lucifer, then damn, that's some guts there to, like, throw yourself in the lion's den again. Yeah, I want those crabs to be free, Alfalfa. You should have freed the crabs. Juan, you should have freed the crabs. You should have freed the crabs and then put them in a pot, boil them alive, and then just, you know, nom nom.
But they would turn
Crunch,
into
crunch.
jello. Into a yellow banana pudding jello.
Oh god. Is Samus, like, never gonna look at banana pudding the same way ever again? Oh, 80% relatable Vivian has a Blazeball team? goodness. So 80% relatable said, "You're talking about crabs so much, and all I can think of is Vivian's Blazeball team." And 80% relatable says that she supports the crabs. Good for her. That's sweet. I would support the crabs too. I've seen the many memes of Blazeball.
I don't know what Blazeball
That's-
is.
It's like, I believe it's a baseball, it's like a baseball team simulator. Like, you're managing a baseball team, right? Like, I think that's what I saw from like a Google glance of when I did Google search on Blazeball, but I do remember the memes. That's adorable. 80% relatable. Okay, Alfalfa says yes, but it's wild. Okay, 80% relatable says that their partner describes Blazeball as it's baseball, but Night Vale and also Calvin Ball. Okay, now I'm kind of interested to get into Blazeball too. Shit, alright, 80% relatable. You're kind of selling me on Blazeball because I love Welcome to Night Vale so much. Oh no, get out of the jello pool. You gotta get out of that jello pool. It's not good for you. I really like the pixel art of the monsters. They have like this really uncanny movement to them.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's because they're supposed to be like parasites that are replicating the forms of these original like creatures. Anyway, we had to go kill Greg the scientist.
Don't you mean Rick from Rick and Morty? Or like, this is what we think about Pickled Rick. You need to shut the hell up for good now, Rick. And like this X-Virus's last words are Walla Walla Bob Dub or something like that. %, relatable said Pickled Rick, funniest shit I've ever seen. I like the memes that came out of Rick and Morty, and I do enjoy Rick and Morty. I just do not enjoy the fandom, and yeah, that's all Mike takes of Rick and Morty.
I found it
I think no one
enjoyable
likes the
at
fandom,
first.
honestly, at this point. Or like maybe the fandom got cooler because I heard the second season's finally called, because I know the later seasons called him out on his BS, so that's good.
That's fair. I remember.
Yeah,
enjoying
80%
the
of people
show,
said,
but
yeah,
then-
Rick and Morty is the worst case of pretty great show / absolute ass tier fandom. Yeah, like at the whole Szechuan sauce incident, I think every single minimum wage employer deserves to be paid like a living wage at that point. Like, you had to deal with the Rick and Morty fandom, McDonald's crew. You should just have a livable wage at that point. Everyone should just have a livable wage, you know? I am very impressed with how, like, precise you know where all the missiles are.
Yep.
I mean, I know you've played this game, like, probably a bajillion times, but it's just really impressive to see. And I just want to say you're doing a really good job.
Thanks. I mean, remember, I said I'd beaten this game on a 2% run. It was 1 or 2, I don't remember. Which entails you only getting 1 item pickup in the entire game, or 2. I don't remember.
Oh
It's
god.
1 or 2.
Did you, like, choose what item pickup you need to get?
Nope. The idea is that you're trying not to get any of the item pickups, but there's 1 item in that room I was just in that you can't really avoid. So basically what it is you run the entire game with 99 health and 1 missile expansion on top of like the 10 that they start you with. Because the thing in Metroid Fusion here is that all of your suit upgrades, getting the missiles initially and all that, don't count towards your percentage. Getting the extra pickups, like the missile expansions, the energy tanks, and the power bombs, are what count towards the percentage. So that's why earlier when I mentioned that the Nemesis is, or not the Nemesis, the Nightmare, I mean, is like one of the hardest bosses in my opinion, it's because it's one of the hardest bosses that I had to fight with only 99 energy.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
8% really low percent runs are awesome. Grats on that.
Thanks. It's pretty fun to do it in the next game, Zero Mission. That one actually has ending screens that are specific to if you beat the game with only collecting 15% of items, which is 15 item pickups or less. But in that game, your suit upgrades, getting the missiles, the bombs, and all that, like those basic abilities, count towards the percentage. So you have to figure out what power-up do you need. And it's pretty interesting. One day I'll do that on stream if anyone would like. It's just a bit of a grind because, you know, of course, it's a bit difficult.
You should do a run where you play all my games, and by all my games, I just mean you only play Hail Satan.
I mean, did you finish the game?
Yes, it's finished. It's been finished 2 years ago.
That's the visual novel one, right?
No, it's the one with the birds.
Oh.
With the birds summoning Satan, and you gotta do stuff. You're in the woods, and you walk up to a shrine, and you gotta touch the shrines, and then you go to the big shrine, and then you gotta do the ritual to summon Satan.
Yeah, we'll have to check it out on the stream.
That's my, like, proudest piece at the moment, because I did the art, and it was my first time trying to do diagonal pixel art, so it's a little wonky, but
Yeah.
I feel proud of it. It was a learning experience. Also, I wrote the entire dialogue in under 30 minutes because that was we were 30 minutes from the deadline, and I drank so much caffeine and energy drinks that I was like, alrighty, time to crack this shit. Trying to write some engaging, quirky dialogue, and then I cried after that. God, these creatures have such a creepy Cronenberg-like look to them. The neck walls.
Yeah.
It's great, but it's also, like, unsettling.
about halfway done now. This is about the halfway point.
Sweet. I just can't wait till we get to the part with Ridley where he just screams.
Yeah, we're not.
That's
that
all I
far
want.
off.
It's what I live for.
It just lagged a ton for a second. I don't know what's going on. Okay, it looks like it's back.
Okay. It's relief.
I mean, this AI might as well be our surrogate father. He's telling us where to go and what to do with our lives.
Samus is like, not now, Dad.
So Samus, you must go to Sector A5. She's all, not now, Dad. I need to find the latest. I need to find the missile expansion in this area. God. My favorite thing about Samus that I'm kind of upset that a lot of fans, when they're drawing fan art of Samus, don't do is that she's 7 foot tall. She is a tall, deadly lesbian. That's just so much power, and I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm glad you understand how amazing it is, and I'm kind of a little bit sad that, like... Oh, sweet! Yeah, 80% of it says also canon translating.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I thought I said something. Yeah, Samus is about like 6 foot, so yeah, 6'3", 198. That sounds about right.
That's still really tall. I'm just really annoyed when people draw fan art of Samus that she's always usually I really love the silhouette that they're showing of Nightmare just moving around the lab area. Like, I think that's very unsettling.
Yeah. I'm just like, stop with this. Like, I just have like mixed things on like fan art, because like all the fan art I see is like really horny, and I'm just like, ugh, you know? Which I get, of course, power to all the folks that are creating it, but at the same time,
you know, I'm just kind of like, that's my complaint, I think, with the fan art is like people kind of, because she's really tall and she's really buff, and they kind of slim her down and kind of be like the, you know, like the mainstream, like basic, you know, like marketable ideal body, feminine body for beauty, and I kind of wish we got more. Like, I know there's, and that's when I love the fan art when they make her really tall, really buff. Like, I love that fan art. That's just like my little bit of salt with that.
yeah.
What's with the recent, like, the black void, like that sudden burst of like color there? What was that?
What?
Oh, okay, that was a bomb. Okay, sorry. I didn't get like the bomb like caused that screen effect.
Oh, yeah.
It's time to fight Night. I don't know. We're not gonna get. Are we getting to Nightmare yet?
No. I don't think so.
Darn, because like that was Nightmare silhouette in the background, right? That you see moving back and forth, right?
Yep, that's right. I think the next power up we have to get is like the plasma beam. This one is really annoying.
I'm trying to remember, is Nightmare also an X-Parasite clone, or is that just like a science project that like went wrong?
All of the bosses, all of the creatures in this game are X-Parasites.
Okay, I
for
just...
the
yeah.
BRX, which is the robot
Yeah.
quad thing, but only in the first fight. In the second fight, it is when a parasite.
Okay. I know, like, Nightmare's background is that it is a science experiment that gone wrong. Because it was a genetically modified bioweapon or something, right?
I mean, not really gone wrong, just like it gets loose.
Just gets loose, and they brought it back in the other M, and it cries like a baby now, and that's what I hate about it.
Yeah. I do
Because
like
they're like,
how
we gotta
faithful it
keep
is,
that
but
motif
yeah.
of mother.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I was gonna say, like, they just had to make it sound like a baby because they had to keep up with the mother motif of other M, which I was like, Samus, I don't really see Samus as like a mommy figure, you know?
I guess in the same way, I also get tired of like female characters and like motherhood.
Yeah.
And like motherhood like archetypes.
And it's like not even motherhood of like complex motherhood, but like I have but like dudes writing out their mommy issues or like superficial moms. Like I don't know. I think there's like a very and by me and I mean like cis dudes writing that stuff. You know what I mean? Like that generic stuff. I think. Yeah, I definitely do think it's annoying. Like. Yeah. Oh, it's our. Oh, damn it! They had us there for a second. They had us there for a moment.
Yeah, I do like that scene of just basically to scare you because there you are with like Ridley.
Also, I made a headcanon that Ridley shops at Whole Foods. Because obviously, that's where all the people who get like the best nutrients are at, so he knows like the people there are probably going to be top tier quality meat for him, you know?
He just picks right up from the shoppers themselves.
He's like, excuse me, ma'am, where do you keep your babies? She's like, baby food? No, the babies. Like, I need a literal baby. And they try to call security on him. He's all like, and then like really becomes a fucking full-on Karen at the Whole Foods.
This is the part where the game just gets intensely hard.
Okay, but you gotta save those animals. You're saving the animals, right?
Yeah, they're already in the ship.
Oh, sweet, okay. I'm happy, because every time there's a moment where you're like, you could save these animals, I'm like, I gotta save the animals. Because Samus is pro-conservation, like,
I totally think Samus is pro conservation and like pro indigenous like land sovereignty.
Hmm.
Like she's like, I fucking hate these colonizers, and she's like working with like the Space Federation, but it like, you know, it pays the bills. Oh, also 80% relatable. Tell Vivian I said hi. I think she's really cool, and I hope her Blazeball team is really good, and wish her the best. The spider! I'm glad Vivian appreciates the compliment. I hope her day went well as well. Aw, shit. Well, I'm gonna take your word for it, 80% relatable. It's true, I can't prove it. First saw this spider, I definitely thought it was a robot spider, I'm not gonna lie, because like the very boxy look gave me vibes of like the mech, the machine boss that we just fought.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just gave me similar vibes, so I thought it was like a mecha spider. I didn't know it was like a actual spider monster. Just watch it puke out its own arms. Honestly, that's a power that I wish I could have. Like, I want to be able to, like, just cough out an arm. I feel like that's such a big power move. Like, that's such an intimidating move of just coughing out an arm and then just, like, and then I can just hold it out like a sword and be like, on guard. You know?
Yeah.
What would you call that power? Like the ability to cough out arms. Limbosis? Like, cause limbs and then limbokinetic? Limbokinesis. Limbokinesis. There, that's it. That's the power. The ability to cough out, like, to like project arms, like cough out an arm. I will call it limbokinesis. I think limbokinesis is a useful power. It's a terrifying power.
It's basically the ability that that a lizard has. But
like every time
metal.
Yeah. Like every time
Oh,
like
look at that.
you're
We didn't trigger the SAX because she didn't see me. Oh, she saw me.
Oh no. Oh jeez Louise, this creature's a pain.
It's alright.
I mean, you've played this game 100 times though.
I mean, yes. But also the SAX has very basic, like, following.
AI behavior.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the premise for the pirates in the Zero Mission game.
Interesting.
But this is a very huge like difficulty spike in the game, which kind of stinks a bit.
Dear. Well, so I hope you. This is just me being your streaming mom for today, but I hope any of you viewers have eaten dinner or have had some munchies or took a snack, because it's important to get proper energy and get a drink. So I hope y'all are drinking water, and if not, we will gladly pause the stream for you to get a glass of water or get some food for ya.
Nice. And there's just like a hidden room right here. There's like no indication of it.
I just love it when level design does not indicate that at all. Totally reasonable. Okay, sweet. Glad you're staying hydrated, 80% relatable, but if any of y'all need us to pause, let us know. We understand if you need a snick or a glug of water. Important to stay hydrated, stay healthy.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say, though I will not judge your life decisions. I really like this level, and I just love the pulsating of the vines. It's really cool.
Yeah. This is supposed to be a Mother Brain reference.
Oh, I see it.
Slash, like chorizo.
Is it like an parasite of a chorizo like statue?
Yep. Everything is.
I kind of really like the kind of solar, like, I don't know if it's called forest punk or like, it's not solar punk, but like this kind of like, you know, mixture of plants with the concrete and machinery. It's just really nice. I like that aesthetic.
Yeah,
I wish
it
video
has-
games utilized it more.
Yeah, it has like a nice cohesion. That's kind of why I like that one area of control that has like giant trees in it.
Yeah, no, that's really good. I really like the world building of Control so much. So good.
I like that it really just is an SCP fan game
It
of the
is.
already like creepy pasta fan game.
Yeah, with just a like a bunch of money thrown at it, basically.
Yeah. Okay, now we're gonna go fight the nightmare.
Hooray, we're gonna fight our favorite boss that, like, slowly their face is melting off the more you hit it. Great. I really like the animation on the Nightmare's face. It's really cool. I also really like the design of Nightmare. I think the color palette for him is really nice.
Oh yeah. For sure.
I wish the Samus suit looked cooler or, like, a little bit nicer.
Yeah, I mean, it will once we get the gravity suit.
Okay, so once we get Nightmare, it's not going to be ugly anymore. Okay, sweet.
Yeah. Because the gravity suit is a lot of, like, light blue and purple, like, coloring, so it is much nicer.
Yeah, it's just like the purple with the blue veins, like kind of streaks of blue, makes it look like that's her muscle, you know? And so I keep
Yeah.
thinking like her skin is exposed.
And it's interesting, too, because her official fusion suit has been updated to, like, this green coloration.
God, no, I don't think Samus
Instead of
looks
yellow.
green. Yeah, I don't really like Samus's. Like, I don't think green would be a good primary color for her, like, design.
Oh, no, it's not.
Also, it would obscure her visor. Because the visor's green, so it would detract it from standing out. I think a purple would have been a better choice still.
Yeah, well, I mean, the purple is for the gravity suit. I think that's something really interesting that a lot of like indie games do when it comes to like directional aiming, is that when you do directional aiming, you can't move your character while doing it, or rather like the button to like do directional aiming is only to stay still. And the other way to do it is just holding like, you know, the directional like direction while moving, which is interesting. I always kind of like the way that these games did it, where it's just a button that you like are in control of, if that makes sense. It's kind of like my complaint with Cuphead.
Oh god. Yeah, I like Cuphead's Heart, but I don't really think it's that well designed.
Like, I could tell it's someone's first game.
Yeah.
And it's really impressive for someone's first game, by the way, but like, I think some of the design choices aren't really, or at least like, it's the first game for those creators of Cuphead. And they probably have like a lot of creative control behind that, but I do not like some of the design choices they made.
Mm-hmm.
And that's definitely one of them.
Yeah, I get that.
I just love the build up to like Nightmare.
So this is a hard fight to do using only like 99 energy. Because I've already lost 2, so the 2 turns.
Oh god.
You kind of have to like circle around the Nightmare so that he, so that you can like kind of get him at an angle that you want. I do like this really weird, like, take on a junkyard, though. Or like a, how do you say, like an electronic or cybernetic, like, junkyard.
Yeah, I really like how the blue and purple wires pop up.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, my puppy is being a brat. She demands cuddles. She jumped on my bed right now and is just like whimpering if I don't give her attention.
Yeah. Not too much left. I'm not gonna lie, when I got to this area initially, I thought that I had, like, locked my game.
Dear.
Is this place like what's the time frame for this like facility?
I guess what do you mean?
I'm talking about when like the X virus just takes over and like no living organism is alive besides it being an X virus. Like how long has this facility been overrun by them?
Basically just as soon as we were called in. Because we were called in to investigate what an explosion was, and of course the explosion was the remnants of Samus's suit that they had taken, which was basically the SAX using a power bomb to escape its tank.
Shoot.
Yep. And then
Honestly,
the idea is that, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but the idea is that every time we remove these security hatches, while we are able to progress to the next area, so are the X able to infest the next zone.
Yeah.
So that's like kind of part of it.
Is this just like the water aquarium area to like maintain the sea specimens?
Basically.
My dog is licking my feet and she won't stop cuddling up to me. I love her, but it tickles so much.
Oh goodness.
My dog loves cuddling so much, and she's really in a cuddling mood right now.
Yeah.
No, not the rock lobster.
It's a space pirate.
I know, I was just making a joke. You looked like a lobster and just wanted to make a B-52 joke reference.
Gotcha. Yeah, I just thought about it. Just the way that I'm like hitting some of these enemies already, like, basically already knowing. I can see how that's a little surprising.
Does this level have its own unique physics because it's underwater?
Nope, because we already have the gravity suit.
Okay. Okay. Good.
But under normal circumstances, well, but if we were in like the circumstances of not having the power or the gravity suit, then of course we would have slowed down movement.
Makes it so the gravity suit makes it a lot better.
Yeah, the gravity suit just gives you normal mobility.
My goodness, this dog of mine is being such a brat. Oh my goodness. What would you say is your favorite boss in Fusion so far?
I don't know. I'm trying to think.
Alright, give me a moment. I gotta take my dog out. She needs to go.
Take your time. Alright. Should I try to do this glitch to get the secret message, or should I just move
Do
on?
it. You absolutely should.
There, I did it.
Heck yeah. I knew you could do it. I believed in you.
Thanks.
In the wise words of Naruto, believe it. You know what? The X viruses kind of remind me of the objects of power and control a little bit. Like if the X viruses took the form of like a pair of scissors.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's how I kind of see them. That'd be funny.
Yeah.
Samus would have to fight like floating scissors.
Yeah. Are you familiar with this sequence break, Isabella?
No, I'm not. I've not played this game since I was like 8. I'm gonna be honest.
No worries. Basically, there's a room earlier where we could have done a shine spark to basically get back to the navigation room without actually going to that data room that we haven't visited. You can also do a glitch of shooting an ice missile just at the right angle, like I did a moment ago to get here. You can do it one of the two ways, but it's just this message of like, but here they, of course, they expect you to like sequence break with the shine spark, but I didn't use it, so it's like that
Yeah.
trick with the shine spark was very ingenious.
80% of the people
Samus,
said shine.
Yeah. Just a neat little message.
That's so sweet of them, though.
Yeah, it's a pretty neat trick. 80% relatable.
Yeah, they said shine spark question mark, so I think they want to know what a shine spark is or what that term means.
Oh, yeah, so the shine spark is just... Oh, do I have to go all the way back? If not. Yeah.
Oh, no, they already know what it is. Okay, yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I just want to make sure everyone's on, like, the same playing field, because sometimes I'm like, I don't know what this term is, but I feel a little embarrassed to ask for it, so I always try to make sure people know what terms are.
I must know what is word.
What is a language?
I forgot is that when you do it, you have to like go all the way back, which isn't that bad, but like, whoops.
Whoopsie daisy.
Well, I think we'll be able to finish this game in the next half hour to 45 minutes or so.
It's awesome.
Yeah, there's not much left. It's just the second BOX fight, and then Ridley. And then, of course, the final
Ridley.
boss.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we're all here for, is the Ridley fight, because that screams iconic.
It's true.
Ridley represents an entire generation. You know, the entire mood of him just screaming is a vibe, you know?
Yeah.
Don't you all just want to scream when a butch trans lesbian is shooting her powerful energy plasma beams at you, and you just want to scream because you've been reawoken / resurrected for the 600th time in your life? That's a mood. Like I said, Ridley shops at a Whole Foods to maintain his extravagant lifestyle of constantly being resurrected and fighting the same dyke over and over.
Alright, time for them to wag their digital finger at us.
Oh no. Wait, Samus is just the exterminator.
Basically.
Yeah.
Her gunship is just her, her van that has, like, the mouse ears and rat tail on it.
Yeah. How long does it take for SAX to get to you? To get you?
It's all
Like,
scripted
if you stay around.
events.
Okay.
Yeah,
I was just wondering.
Go ahead.
I was just wondering if it was gonna be like the whole Reaper situation and like Persona 3 when you stay in the floor too long.
Yeah, it's really not that. It's all scripted events in this game.
Okay. So we're not even having to worry about like Mr. X levels of like persistent like AI behavior. Okay.
Well, think of it this way. It's more like Mr. X from the original Resident Evil 2.
Okay. So not remake.
Yeah.
Warning, no entry without authorization. Warning, no entry without authorization. Warning, no entry without authorization. Warning, no entry without
I'm just trying to understand, how did the X virus possess a machine?
It's not this. It's like bioorganic.
Oh,
You see the brain
okay.
inside?
Yes, okay.
Yeah.
I just thought it was straight up a machine.
Computer life? No, you've gotta put real organs in there.
I feel like putting real organs in a machine might be a little counterproductive. Maybe, just maybe a little bit, because it implies that they probably have to ingest food. I thought the whole appeal of I thought one of the appeals of being a robot is that you don't have to worry about consuming food. You just gotta consume like electricity. But we gotta make those bioweapons. Unless the implication is they put some like sad underpaid employer's brain into that like brain to like be maintenance or something.
Sweet.
Heck yeah.
warning, no entry.
Now the next stop is Ridley. Our favorite boy.
No entry
Yep,
without
here we go.
authorization.
He gonna scream so hard. You can hear it from space.
Warning, no entry without authorization. Warning, no entry without authorization. Warning, no entry
Did you
without
notice that in
authorization.
my tweet that I made about us being alive, that I
Warning,
used
no
that
entry without
on spray?
authorization.
Yeah, I saw it. I loved it.
Warning,
Nice.
no entry without authorization. Warning, no entry without authorization.
Too bad these designs for the Metroid stages were retconned.
Fire alert. This
Wait,
section
what?
will soon be locked down.
Oh, that previous room had the Metroid 2 designs
60
for the
seconds.
Metroid Evolutions.
Isolation lockdown.
Oh.
Are all these like? Oh wait, no. The Metroids are like the enemy to the X-Virus, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so they're just nomming on her. Oh my goodness, this animated cutscene.
A
That's some
whopping
quality.
700 kilobytes of space.
Oh my goodness, for a Game Boy Advance game? Damn, they're going all out for this game.
I mean, I don't think that's right. I feel like Game Boy games were in like the 100 megabyte range, I wanna say. Because like the Black and
They
White
have
games-
64 megabyte.
cartridges.
Yes, so because of the low capacity of Game Boy Advance cartridges, normally ranging from 4 to 32 gigabytes, the video cartridges can reach a size of 64 megabytes.
Interesting. Yeah. I just know that they're pretty low because the DS games were around like 500, I want to say, because only like the Black 2 and White 2 games, like towards the end of the cycle, met like a gigabyte.
Yeah, they were 512 megabytes and for the DS and DSi, and then it was 128 megabytes to 8 gigabytes on the 3DS and Nintendo 3D and the new 3DS. And now it's usually 1 to 32 gigabytes for the cartridges on the Switch.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Isn't it intense that like Metroid Other M is like also a dual layer disc and is bigger than Xenoblade Chronicles on the Wii? At least I'm pretty sure it is.
Oh god, it is?
Pretty sure. That game has 2 hours of high quality cutscenes.
Oh
The quality
god,
of the
they...
actual content is another story.
quality story.
Oh, this is like a fun enemy you can mess up. The idea is that you're supposed to hit it from behind, this one that's transforming here. You're supposed to hit them from the back, but the game only checks is if you're not facing it. So you can turn around after you fire, and it'll count as a hit, which is fun. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Pretty interesting. I kind of like glitches like that. They're kind of fun.
I don't think it's really a glitch, just like an aspect
Or
of the
not
way it's
glitch.
programmed.
Yeah, an unexpected error in design of like a kind of
Oversight, I guess, is the better word.
yeah.
Oh, just me, science worker, jumping through the pits of acid to get to my desk.
Oh goodness. Man, I love science so much. I would trade my life to go through the boiling lava boiler room.
Also, lower your headphone volumes, please. It gets loud.
Every scream is a cry for death, because he's just like, I've been resurrected so many times. He's like, who am I? You know, like Ridley, what's in Ridley's head? You know, I know he can talk and he just screams at Samus, but like, that's him processing the trauma of like having to die so many times. He's like at a point where like he is suffering from the stress of like his, like an existential crisis of, is he really him? You know, is he really himself? He has to go to a therapist now.
I guess it's further than that since this really isn't Ridley. It's just a parasite. You know?
Yeah, but Ridley always screams. He can talk, but he just always screams. So I just think that, like, I like to think, like, after every Metroid game, Ridley goes to his therapist, and he keeps going through therapists because sometimes he accidentally eats them, you know?
Ooh, let's go beat the game.
Oh god, what if Ridley has, like, a coping problem and he stress eats, so he'll, like, eat a lot of people in, like, the waiting room of his therapist office? He's all like, alright, I'm gonna tell you my life story, doctor. He's all, I have another meeting with another client. He's like, oh no, don't worry. I got your entire day free. I ate them all.
Let's do this. I was gonna do 100% completion, but I kind of gave up halfway. I just didn't put it in it.
Understandable, you just want to go through it.
Yeah, plus this game doesn't really give you much for like 100%. I think it's just like get over 75 or 85%, I think it is. Under 3 hours, and like you get sadness.
Was that shell like a Metroid shell to implicate that the Metroid mutated or something?
Yep, exactly.
Oh joy. Can't be Metroid without the Metroid. Hey, you know Ridley? Yeah. Somehow there was a clone of him, but I got taken care of. You should have heard the screams. I want to make a mixtape out of it. Send it to my crush. Oh god, you know what? Now I'm really tempted to make a mixtape out of Ridley's screams and just send it to my crushes.
Like that one steamed hams video I sent you.
You want to make a mixtape of steamed ham of the.
No, I sent you one that was already that. I just can't remember
Oh,
what the song
God.
it was based on is.
Oh my god, I think I can make those cries to be like feel good ink is the thing. Or yeah, I think I could make those cries, remix it to be that.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm not gonna stop you.
I am a Minecraft diamond vein of cursed content, and you can't pry this out of my hands. You can't pry the creativity out of me. I will do what I have to do to create art.
You say as you quote me.
Yes. Hey, artists imitate other artists. It is a compliment.
Oh my gosh. You ever think about like how Adam's little computer eye monitor is basically just like the Persona like series portraits?
Yeah.
But he just doesn't have a different appearance, so that's just him.
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm just pulling stuff. Okay. Woo, in the final. Let's get this done.
The AI is like, I'm gonna shut this place down because this virus is too dangerous and the Federation is gonna use it for any means as a bioweapon and they're gonna fuck it up again and I don't want another outbreak, so let's yeet this place into the sun. Or let's yeet into oblivion.
Yeah, basically.
She's like, after he just dissed Adam for like sacrificing, he's like, anyway, I'm gonna sacrifice myself for the greater good. Cause mine's is better. That's basically what he's. God, Adam AI is petty. I kind of just want like mods of like Metroid the Other M, but like you replace Ridley's like sounds from the Other M with the fusion cries.
Ugh.
I just want to know how they recorded that sound. I'm pretty certain it's probably someone's voice screaming, but I wanna know the story behind that scream. Oh no, not the disgusting ass monster. Sam's is like, this is what you get trying to kin me.
Also, that like monstrous form is supposed to be like the SAX reverting back to like the frog-like enemy that we kill in the very beginning of the game.
Oh,
Because the
dang.
idea is that you know kill it, the explorer site is exposed, but you're afraid based on the cutscene event that happened initially. So you don't collect it, and then it goes and starts propagating.
So it's like it's the origin to all this calamity.
Exactly.
So alright, what's the password? And Adam's like, it's 69. She's like, what? Don't ask. He's all like, Adam's like, don't ask. "80% relatable" said, "Oh man, I love Ridley's theme. Gaming needs more. 5 out of 4.
Yeah,
I absolutely agree.
It's really good. It's also interesting that this game has two Ridley themes. This escape sequence and then the actual Ridley X fight.
Oh god, I forgot this scream. It's the Karen in their final form. Why? Oh wait, yeah, that's right. Because the X virus also hates Metroids, right?
Yep.
Yeah, is that like a queen? That's a queen Metroid, right?
Nope. It's an Omega.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I failed Metroid biology, so. Oh my god. Oh my god. Really? Really gonna show off like that?
I just gotta wait it out for the ship to come on through. And then we destroyed an entire planet.
Oh my god.
I mean, to be fair,
We're...
we already fucked it over before in Metroid 2, so...
Hooray for space colonization. Oh my goodness. Oh goodness.
Yeah,
Alrighty, I'm
so-
just looking at the... Yeah.
Go ahead.
I was like, oh, that's the plastic covering they put over her like suit and it looks ugly.
Yeah.
She's really projecting this AI to be exactly like her father figure. Jeez Louise, he was just an AI that you met for that. He's just a coworker. He's all, oh, these organic humans projecting their shit onto me. God, like, oh my goodness, just when AI gets smarter, I feel like it's not a matter of like people asking are androids human. It's gonna be people like dumping their trauma onto androids and they have to listen to it. So like, it's gonna be like a whole it's gonna be like that whole like dumping all of your trauma and like treating your friends like your therapist, and the androids are like, sir, this is a Chili's restaurant, what do you want for your order?
Yeah. That is an extremely huge, like, blast range for that planet. I just looked at that.
Jeez Louise. Well, that place, the entire, like, and then knowing, how gravity works, the neighboring planets, they're fucked. Oh, sweet dreams, little prince.
Yes, the bottom one is Chahonkachu, the top right one was Lingo, and the top left one of the blue babies was Yamo. Sweet dreams, babies.
So beautiful. Do you have to save those, or is that like an extra cutscene of how they hint at how the ship was able to play itself, or?
It's just supposed to state that they're the ones that like drove the ship out, and then back in to pick you up.
That's so adorable.
Yeah.
I love the implication that like Samus has like a bunch of like fam living on her ship, a bunch of like aliens she rescues that just live on her ship. It's got like a bunch of alien roommates.
It makes the saving the animals the canon choice for Super Metroid.
Yeah. I mean, what kind of asshole do you have to be if you didn't save the animals?
Oh, that one, the Nathan Bildorf? That's the dude who does the voice for the Shy Guy. And that one character in Wind Waker who goes sploosh. That keeps me up at night.
Wait, what?
In Wind Waker, the bomb minigame that's basically Battleship.
Yeah?
Yeah, he's the one that goes sploosh.
Oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's see the percentage I got here.
Okay. Her like plastic cover makes it look like she has a midriff though. $61%. I think that's great.
Yeah, this game's pretty short, to be honest. But yeah, pretty